The financial situation in Karnataka is quite dire. At this time, outstanding liabilities stand at 22.7% of the state's GDP. And you've got total liabilities of 5,97,618 crores. So this is amongst the highest anywhere in the country, and massive public debt, lots of liabilities, and the government already struggling to meet its own poll guarantees. What then explains this big increment for MLAs? To talk about this, I'm joined first in this broadcast by Santosh Lath. He's the Karnataka Labour Minister, one of the top leaders of the Congress in the state. With us also is Harish Bijur, one of Bangalore's best-known brand strategists. I have Sandeep Anuradhan, he's a citizen activist, and later, for a Congress perspective, I'll have Lavanya Balal, and Mohan Vishwa will give a Karnataka BJP perspective. But let's spend some time with Santosh Lath. I'll get into the debate in just a moment, Mr. Lath. But can you explain why you think that it is justified at this time for the Karnataka government to even consider a salary hike for MLAs? What's the logic? What's the thinking? Why do you think Karnataka's MLAs need to be paid more money?
Hey, see, if MLAs have put the demand, so definitely the government, the CM will definitely look into the matter. But even assuming that even if there is a demand of increase of MLAs, whatever the perks they are asking, it is not going to cost much, according to me. All 224 MLAs and as well as the legislative council members, and all that should not be a huge chunk of money. But if it has been not reviewed for a quite long time, if the increase has been not there, so they must be asking for it, and absolutely it is left to the government to get into the matter and see how it has to be
What kind of
increased,
pay hike do you think is justified? I've read different kinds of percentages, some suggesting that at least a 25% pay hike, going up potentially even to 50%. What kind of increment do you think is justified for MLAs at this time?
Rahul, honestly speaking, I have not applied I have not really applied my mind onto it. So there will be definitely a committee, there will be a lot of experts will be there, and there will be a definitely decision taken wisely on that.
No, but the problem is that there seems to be a trend and a pattern here. First, you went and got some recliners, then you went and got some massage chairs. Just in terms of optics, given the state of Karnataka's public finances at this moment, and those graphic points are up on the screen right now, Karnataka is struggling. You're struggling to meet your promises, your guarantees. You're trying to find new ways of mobilizing revenue. At that time, these massage chairs, recliners, they just seem to be sending a terrible message.
Well, it's a very good debatable point, how you use this, For example, now how you are getting this debate onto this television is more important. Now, for example, for a massage chair, what you're talking about is definitely according to me, it may not go in a good light. Definitely it would not go in a good light, but still the way it has been debated is a one question mark according to me. Number two, you're asking about the Karnataka fiscal deficit of government of Karnataka. We are well within 3%. Okay, we are well within 3%. Our borrowings are well within 25%. Yes, we have got a little higher fiscal deficit, and last budget we had a minus revenue is because we had a huge program where 70% of Karnataka population through DBT we are paying around about 60,000 crores. So this is a nutshell I want to give, and according to the NITI Aayog report, I repeat, according to the NITI Aayog report, Karnataka stands in number 3 in ranking. There are 5 parameters which the NITI Aayog reports to see to that how the money has been used for the programs, and various other 4 parameters which are there. Based on to that, Karnataka stands number 3. The reason is, when it comes to income tax, we are number 2. When it comes to GST, we are number 2. When it comes to FDI, we are number 2. So overall, if you see, there are other states who have crossed 3%. That is, UP consistently has crossed 3%, Bihar has crossed 3%, MP has crossed 3%. In spite of not giving all these subsidies, what we are giving up to 60,000 crores. So it depends on how you want to take other state and ask Karnataka about, makes sense according to me.
No, but you sidestepped the question. Everything is relative to the past in Karnataka. How a UP or Bihar is doing. You're not surely going to compare Karnataka with Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Karnataka is one of India's most prosperous states. In the last few months, you've increased public transport bus fares, you've increased fuel costs for petrol, you've increased milk prices in Nandini, you've increased excise duty on alcohol, you've increased stamp duty and registration fees, because you're trying to find ways of mopping up money. So there is a very strong public message here. And this is what you're forcing your citizens, your voters to do, and your MLAs want an increment, they want massage chairs and they want recliners.
Now you kept on talking about massage chair. I come where you're coming from. So forget for a time being massage chairs. Okay, for time being.
Okay.
So now the how you want to talk about massage chairs is I leave up to you. When it comes to public transport, today 50% of women who are in Karnataka, they go free. So technically 50% or more than 60% of women who are, especially 100% women who are traveling in Karnataka bus transport, they are virtually free. So you cannot say we are increasing the rest. Definitely, because last 6-7 years there was no increase. Gradually there is an increase. When we compare to other state, our state, the number of buses which we are playing, when you compare to Maharashtra, when you compare to Kerala or any other states, Karnataka is the only state where we have got more than 25,000 buses playing around. We haul around about more than 1 crore people per day. At a larger state being Karnataka, being smaller than Maharashtra, we take care of people who are playing in our state buses. So out of which 50% go free. See, it depends on how you want to compare and make a decision out of it. So now you just want to choose and say we're increasing. Yes, we're increasing only for the 50%, not for the other 50% is free. It's a valid one which I'm talking about.
No, sir, because that's not it. You've increased water tariffs in Karnataka. You've increased medical fees at government hospitals. You've increased property registration stamp duty by 0.5%. The point I'm making is you're making citizens pay more. Whereas MLAs are asking for a club, they say, oh, we get very tired, which is why we want to sit back, we do a lot of work, we stay up till 1 AM, which is why we think we deserve a salary hike. I'm talking about what you're putting citizens through versus what you're expecting for yourself. Don't you think there's anything amiss here?
No, that's why I said no. When you compare with other states, then only we'll come to know how Karnataka.
No, but why are you
doing.
comparing Karnataka with Uttar Pradesh and Bihar?
No.
Sir, Karnataka should not be compared with Uttar Pradesh and Bihar.
No, you are taking. No, listen, Kunal. No, I'll tell you. We are not going to compare, but the way you are telling particularly about Karnataka, this every state, every central government, state government does increases. Every state does increase, Rahul. Why only Karnataka does it? Why Maharashtra has not done? Why every state does it? We have to accept it. We have to be honest in saying that yes, we have increased. But what is the percentage we have increased? Are we discussing on it? Are we discussing what is the percentage we have increased? You said we have increased the in the government hospitals. How much we have increased? So you have to compare. Yes, government has to run. How will the government run ultimately? How will the government run ultimately, Rahul? There has to be an increase. Yes.
So it's a question of what you prioritize. It's a question of what you prioritize. Some 20 crore rupee grant is being given for an MLA constitution club. You've got at this time electricity supply companies, ESCOMs in crisis because of unpaid electricity bills. There's a 7,000 crore rupee debt in your transport department. Now 20 crores may be a small amount relative to 7,000 crores, but the fact is it's a question of prioritization. You're building a club where you've got unpaid bills.
Rahul, if that is the case, then no, Rahul. Now, unpaid bills, you cannot talk here because there is a definitely, the government is there, every government, every department has got unpaid bill. Now, you are asking me a question on a department wise, then you have to speak in detail, right? Then that is the case, then it's a fair chance for me to speak also. Every department owes to other department, transport department is definitely they will be owing from the other state, they will pay. Now, for example, electricity bill will be not paid for the Gram Panchayat, the government has to take care of it. What is this question? What are you asking? There is no relation to it, right? You are talking about a physical deficit of a state government where we are very much better than other states comparatively, even though we are paying 60,000 crores as a subsidy. You should rank us. Even though we are paying 60,000 crores subsidy on a DBT, where you should rank, at least give some sort of a merit to our state. Remaining things we can discuss. If there's a due from one department to other department, how can you take on a debate and talk to me like that?
Sir, beneficiaries of the Graha Lakshmi scheme have not, sir, beneficiaries of the Graha Lakshmi scheme are telling our reporters in Karnataka that they haven't received the promised money for the last 3 months. Funds for the Anna Bhagya, which provides cash in lieu of 5 kgs of rice, have not been released for the last 4 months. Now, if this is money that you can't give, in the middle of it, you're building clubs. And what I'm aghast by is the fact that you're not thinking that there's anything wrong with your allocation.
No, I'm definitely buying your point. Okay, Rahul, I'll be very honest. I'm buying your point because having such dues, getting this massage chairs really does not go well according to the whatever you're talking. I buy that point.
अभी तो कुछ और बोल रहे थे.
Leaving apart the massage chairs, yes, with 3 months. Listen, 1 minute. Okay. According to 3 months, what we have not paid the Grah Lakshmi, it will be paid. It will be paid. Like for example, if I can tell, you are on record. So today, central government does not pay money for our NRG work. It'll come, but it will be delayed. 3 months, 4 months delays there. So every state government or a central government, whenever it has got a program which is going on, there will be certain delays. Yes, collection would be a form of money. Money will be not coming some part of time. It is not that we have kept for a pending for a quite long time. For only 3 months which we have not paid, you are asking, but we have been paying last 16 months. So we should tap on our government. That's why I said no. If you see according to NITI Aayog report, we stand number 3. We stand number 3 consistently on the report itself. So it shows the Karnataka is doing well. Yes, yeah, please.
No, complete your argument, because then I'll throw it open to our panelists. Because from what I've understood, you don't essentially think that there's anything wrong in the manner in which these funds have been allocated under these heads.
No, I do completely. I'm also not in line that you're talking about massage chairs. I don't know massage chairs. Honorable Speaker, in his wisdom, in his thinking, in what reference this has been there, because from morning I've been hearing that. I'm not totally aware of it, number one. Number two, if there's an increase of a legislator fees that they want as a salary, there is to be an increase. They have got every right. Everybody has got right. Some people say it is not useful. Some people say it is correct. But it's left to the discretion of the government, and the CM will take a call on it.
Okay, Santosh Lath, Labour Minister in Karnataka, for joining us. Thank you.